This is Jane from Overture Arboretum, and thank you for joining us today. This is a very special edition for me because, as you all who've been following us know, that my father passed last week. And thank you for all the condolences. I really, truly appreciate it. He was 88 years old. I found out that he died like 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was peaceful, and that's what I've been praying for. And that he would have no pain, which is also what happened. So we had a beautiful, beautiful funeral on Saturday in Amarillo, Texas, hot spot of Texas, where I grew up. And it was beautiful. My dad was in the service. He was actually in the Navy and the Air Force. And so they had a color guard and an honor guard for him. They played taps, and Amarillo being the windy city that it is, the bikers came out with all of their flags, all the vets or the veterans from the biker gang that my sister and her fiance all ride with. And it was so amazing, and it gave me such peace. And the one thing I have learned this past weekend is to truly stop and take the time to enjoy life and to really appreciate those that you love. Tell them that you love them, because you just never know what's going to happen. And I wish I'd been able to tell my dad that one last time, but he knew in his heart how much I loved him. So that is my takeaway, and I'm hoping that you'll share that with me because, and Jess, I love you, and I'm so glad you're my teammate. It's very important. Take that time out. We're always in a rush. I know that I am. That's the one, my biggest weakness, I think. I'm always rushing. I'm going to start taking my time. So today it may take me a little bit more time to do our cooking because I'm going to enjoy y'all today. So once again, I want to show you, we are doing a recipe from Tasty Traditions. And truly, they are such a great organization. They feed those seniors who are hungry as well as families that are hungry during this time. A lot of people have lost their jobs, and this is a great way to help out. All of our profits do go back to Meals on Wheels. So just want you to know that. And we are going to bake a cake. So this is a different carrot cake than I normally make, but we're going to try this, and I think it's going to be really great. It is going to be on page 93 if you have our cake. Our cookbook. It is called 14 carrot cake. I'm not sure what that means. I'm thinking 14 ingredients, but not mine, so we're just going to try it. So first, we're going to start off with 2 cups of flour, which I already put in here. We're going to take 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now, I have made mistakes in the past where I mix these up and put the wrong teaspoonfuls. And so I always double check. I would always highly suggest to double check because it tastes nasty if you don't put the right thing in. So we're going to do 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So there's 1, and here's 2. My other takeaway from this past weekend is being grateful. Being grateful just simply means that I wasn't there to help with my dad's arrangements, but both my younger sisters were, and they took the time out to make sure that I was, as they put it, fully represented. My one sister goes a little crazy. We had 160 pictures of my family, my dad, my mom, everybody, but it was so sweet. And then the funniest thing, I think, was they chose some music, and I kept thinking, wow. My sister said, you should really listen to this song. And I said, okay, I will. But I couldn't hear it very well, and I thought, oh, that's a really old rendition of How Great Thou Art. Well, lo and behold, if that wasn't me singing, my mother had saved that from many years ago. I apparently am a warbler, and it was hysterical afterwards, and I will always remember that as a fond memory that I am truly grateful for. Okay, so let's get back to our recipe. So we're also going to have a teaspoon and a half of baking soda. Let me make sure we've got that. This is like the biggest bag of baking soda I've ever seen in my entire life. We're going to do a teaspoon and a half. As you can see, if you bake, you're really not going to need this much, but thankfully, baking soda does have many uses, such as cleaning the house. Okay, so we can set that aside. Then the next ingredient that we need is a teaspoon of salt. So we would get our teaspoon, we're going to do a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so today it has to be the hottest day ever. I was talking to one of our vendors earlier, and she cracked me up because she's such a, it's so hot. I went outside, I had to use a paper towel. She said, I think my eyebrows are stuck on the paper towel because it was so hot outside. But yeah, thankfully we get to work indoors. Thankfully we have indoor corridors here. Another great plug for our community. You don't have to go outside if you don't want to, so we don't actually have to lose our eyebrows. So this is really, really great. Okay, and then the other thing we have to put in here is 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So let's do that. And then we're going to mix these dry ingredients. And as you see with cinnamon, you're going to have a little shaker. You're going to take off the lid, and then you're just going to go ahead and put your cinnamon in here. So I want to really know about your favorite recipes because we're going to stop cooking out of this cookbook and start with some other ones. And I also want y'all to know that Jess, who's my teammate, love her dearly. We are doing our own little series, and Jess's first, well, we're together, is her famous dip. And oh my gosh, it was so yummy today. It has sausage in there, it has cream cheese, and it has a can of Frutal. Anyway, you got to see her make it and taste it with us. And also want you to know that we're sending out emails to everybody to kind of tell you about this. So please check your emails. Okay, so what we're going to do next is go ahead and mix this up. You're supposed to sift it, but as I've told y'all before, we are the mothers of invention here, and we just figured out what to do with what we've got. I don't have a sifter here. Basically what I'm going to do is just get air in here and mix it well so you don't get any gross clumps of the baking soda. Because when I first started baking, I didn't realize you were supposed to do that. And we had many a family dinner where everybody choked it back and pretended it was really good, and I had a bite and ooh, not good. And that probably is one of my fondest memories of my dad because he ate everything with a smile on his face, and I'm sure he spit it out afterwards. So I certainly did. So what are you grateful for today? There's many, many things we can be grateful for. We can be grateful for our friends. We can be grateful for our jobs. We can be grateful for just being able to walk outdoors here in America. We're grateful for the beautiful flowers. We're grateful for so many things. And I challenge each of you to take time out to find some things that you are totally grateful for and write them down, because you know, once you figure out that you took the time out to be grateful for something, it eliminates anything negative that you're thinking, which is what I've been finding out for myself. Okay, so let's keep going. We've got this, now we've got to add in, so let's get our sugar. It says to put it in a separate bowl. I don't have a separate bowl, so we're going to put it in the bowl, which is what will also work. And this is a 1/2 cup measuring cup, so we're going to put 4 of these in here. Do y'all like carrot cake? So we have some made, we're going to keep showing you different kinds of carrot cake because I also have a great recipe that we love. Jess and I love that cake, so we're going to share that with you too at a later date. Okay, so we got 2 cups of sugar. We need 1.5 cups of oil. Sorry. And we are using canola oil. I'm going to do 1.5 cups of this. That's half. And here's 1. And 1.5. So Victoria is our lifestyle coordinator, and we are going to have like a throwback to our old baby pictures. So we're hoping that maybe you'll do that with us later on. When I was home, I was trying to find some baby pictures, and I couldn't find any. So my sister finally sent a couple to me. I'm thinking she wanted to send me the worst ones because I look horrible in them. She's like, no, that's not true, but I'm believing that that is. So love her dearly, she the prankster. Okay, so let's get eggs. We've got to have 4 eggs, and then we're going to mix it together. 1. And then 2. Probably should have music in the background or something, but I know with Facebook Live, of course, I can't take anything back once I do it. Jess and I were recording something earlier, and of course, me being a little fussy today, I dropped sausage all over my shirt, so I'm grateful for my little outfit here.
Your apron.
Okay, my apron. Okay, ready to go? We are going to mix this all. And I kind of do it on like a medium speed. Make sure you break all the yolks. Okay. Now you smell the cinnamon. And you know, with the way everything is happening right now, where we're actually, restrictions are easing up, and we can enjoy the summer. I guess I really didn't even realize it was summer because so many things have been happening lately until today, when we realized today was the hottest day so far of the year. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees outside. But this is a great cake to take, because who doesn't love a great syrup cake? Okay, so this is now next. And what we're going to do next is it says we have a can of crushed pineapple. You can put chopped nuts, that's optional. I will not put that in there because so many people here don't eat nuts. So we won't do that. And then it says 2 cups of grated carrots. So I'm kind of like the easy way. I'm just going to take matchsticks carrots. And 1 bag equals 2 cups. So I put that in there. And that will be fun. Let's do that. Okay. And we also didn't have crushed pineapple, so we kind of crushed it ourselves. We're going to have that. And see how that goes. Okay. So now we're going to mix it all together, and then we're going to make our cake. So I used to sit there and grate my carrots, being a purist when it came to baking. And then after I had my child, I thought the heck with that. We're all about efficiency and making sure we get food on the table right away. And so these matchstick carrots are really phenomenal. They're already cut up. The whole reason is not for the taste of the carrot, it is to add moisture into your batter. So let's give it some pretty interest in it. Let's keep mixing. So Jess, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is something you are grateful for?
I'm grateful for a lot of things. I would say today I'm grateful that it's a beautiful day, that I get to come to work and work with amazing people and see amazing people every single day, my residents and my team. So I'm so grateful that I get to work at the Overture. I feel blessed in that way.
Okay, we're ready to put the cake together. We're going to take our cake. Well, here it is live. And we are going to have some emergency happen. So we have construction going on. I think putting the fire alarm on, we don't actually have a fire. But it is loud.
Well, you know it works.
Sure does. Oh, there it goes.
Yep, no emergency. We're good.
So now, if you were living here, you would know for sure that the fire alarm works.
That's right.
Instant, right? We are so sorry. That's what happens when you've got construction going on and when you're live on Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm.
So we are always excited about all the excitement that we have every day. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do here, so you have a preheat your
Sorry,
oven.
Jane, the camera changed on me.
That's okay.
Okay, go ahead. Yep,
Okay,
we lost
so-
service for a second there.
350 degrees. And you're supposed to bake it, it says, for about 40 to 45 minutes. I can tell you last night I made one at home to kind of get ready for today. It took almost an hour. You just have to keep checking your cake, making sure that the batter isn't sticking to like your toothpick or whatever it is that you use. But we're going to go ahead and put this in there. It's going to be amazing. And as you know, we aren't professionals. That's why all the fun things that happen to us every day, we just kind of enjoy ourselves, and we're hoping that you'll come and enjoy time with us. Okay, one last thing we need to do. So we have a cake that we made last night. Now, it's kind of a little darker. It's still going to be great. And I think it's because I put in, and thank you, I put in the pineapple juice last night. So to make the frosting, you are going to take, and let me just clean off my sorry about this. Then toss that one through. Okay. There. I love having a portable mixer for that reason. Okay. So you've got to use what it says is half of a cup of butter, which is going to be 1 whole stick of butter, and we went ahead and let it soften. Let's put that in. And then we're also going to put in 8 ounces of cream cheese, which y'all have seen us use before, so let's go ahead and put that in. We soften that also. And then we have the last thing, 2 more things, I'm sorry. We're going to have a teaspoon of vanilla. Oh, thank you. A teaspoon of vanilla. Gives it that nice flavor. I have a little touch for luck there. And the last thing we're going to put in is the 1 pound of sifted powdered sugar. I already did that because it came in a large bag like this. So we've used this for another recipe, so basically it's half of it. So, okay, so let's mix it up and then we'll frost our cake. So this is my son's favorite thing. Whenever I make a carrot cake, I have to save the beaters for him. And you think that my husband was a little kid too, because he wants to fight my son for the beater. I make sure I have plenty of frosting. And thankfully when we do this, there's lots and lots of frosting.
Did you preheat the oven to 350?
I did.
And how long do you have to cook the cake
So
for?
the cake was going to be 40 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
However, when I did it last night at home, it took about an hour.
Okay.
So once again, since this is live, I did not bring, oh, it's actually setting up properly. It says to also put some milk in here if you need to, just like a little drop. But it's really going to set up nicely.
I wonder what you could use if you didn't have milk. Could you put like
You could always have a little water.
Water,
Just
yeah.
kind of set it up together. You can put a little cream, you can put a little half and
half? Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't really need it for the flavoring. It's just more to get the frosting and the consistency. And I'm just going to make it faster. Because actually that makes it better. It's going to taste amazing.
That's turning out really nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so, since y'all aren't here to fight for the beaters, Jeff and I will each have one. Doesn't matter how old we get, we still enjoy this kind of childhood thing.
So what consistency do you want it to be for the cake? Like an icing from like a can that you would buy, or like a jar kind of a consistency?
Analogy. Yes, I do actually. I mean, it's coming, if it's too hard, it will, as you spread it on the cake, the cake will stick to it and it will come up. So we want it to be soft enough that when you lay it down on the cake and spread it, it won't just pick up the cake itself. And I think it's really just about done. Sorry, let's just go ahead and make sure.
And I would think that you should leave your cake to cool for a while before you put your frosting on, right? Or it'll melt in.
Absolutely. However, sometimes I have done it, I have put the frosting on when it's warm, just because I like it to kind of melt. And you can do all kinds of things with this frosting too. You could coat the cake, and if you do it when it's hot, it will seep down into your cake, which is lovely. Okay, let's do this and see how that works. Oh my gosh, frosting on the beater. You're gonna love it. Okay, let me just rinse this off. Somebody knows me to stay nice and cool when it's so hot outside. Jess, what kind of things do you like to do? Jess has a new puppy.
Oh, lately I've been hanging out with my puppy when I'm not at work, and we go on walks. And I wouldn't say we stay cool, but we go on walks and hang out, and I'm teaching him how to, know his name, learn new tricks. But
He is so cute.
He's pretty
His name's Arlo. And I mean, he's beautiful and so much fun. Sorry, I got water on myself here. It's so much fun. Okay, so let's try this frosting here, and we will. And thankfully, it's consistent enough that it's not, so normally if it's too hard, it will pick up the cake, and this is not, so I'm excited about that. And we can't wait to taste it.
that looks great.
Thank you, Jess. Well, if you're ever interested about Overture Arts Band, it is really a great and fun community. We have lots and lots of activities, and we do things like this, and we try to make sure that everybody has a good time with us, and that's our favorite thing to do. It's one of the things that we're grateful for too, not just things, but people, because we have amazing residents here who really love taking care of each other. Especially during this time, we notice so much of everybody just helping each other, because it isn't easy to be sequestered. I mean, nobody likes that. We especially don't like it. But we're just now opening up our amenities, so like we can have some people at the pool finally. They can go to the gym. They were never on lockdown, so that was really, really great. And everyone is finally enjoying themselves and going to the grill, and we have some amazing smells coming from the grill. Okay, so see, you've got tons of frosting. I personally love frosting. I'm going to use it all. Some people like thinner frosting. As you can tell, if I can eat frosting like a beater, I can definitely put frosting on the cake and enjoy it. And you just kind of want to make it look a little pretty. Or you can, dab it up and kind of give it some interest. You can do anything you want with this cake and just kind of enjoy it. There we go. So we can't wait to try it. We hope that you will try a cake like this too. Let us know what you think, and thank